Hey guys, it's Becky. Welcome to day 3 of my homeschool curriculum flip-through week. So far we've talked about a language arts curriculum that is very similar to the Good and Beautiful, but definitely a Christian theme and not, in my opinion, doesn't jump around quite as much as the Good and the Beautiful. So that was Monday's video. Yesterday I shared BJU Press World Studies curriculum, which is a history curriculum designed from the 1200s AD towards current times. So I shared that. And today I'm sharing with you the BJU Press Basics for a Biblical Worldview, which is basically their Bible curriculum. We have not finished this. We're taking a break from this actually because of a couple reasons, but nothing bad about the curriculum. I really enjoyed it and I want to keep it because it's definitely something I want to have to be able to access in the future. But I thought if you guys are looking for a very, very solid Bible curriculum that is open and go, very parent friendly if you're teaching the course, and then also very student friendly if you have a child that's old enough to do it on their own, I think this is a great option. If I remember right, and don't quote me on this, I'm pretty sure when I saw this online that it was designed for 6th grade. But basically from what I've seen of reading through it and the stuff that we have done in this book, I don't think it's definitely, I don't think 6th grade is like, I don't think anything older than 6th grade is too old is what I'm trying to say. It may be a little advanced for a younger student, but definitely, 5th grade, 6th grade and beyond, I think anybody could benefit from this. It's not written down to like a younger child. And the concepts and the themes in this, I think, are weighty enough that an older student could appreciate it as well. And that's one thing I like about it and why I wanted to share with you guys. So just like every other BJU Press curriculum course, you have the teacher's edition, you have your student textbook, and then you have, she's got an activity book downstairs, and this is the activity book answer key. So if you're gonna be teaching this yourself, you're gonna need the teacher's manual. You can get by without it if you have to, but the BJU Press Homeschool Company does a superb job with their teacher's manuals. They are so, so helpful, especially when I was doing teaching English with their curriculum. And that was one of those subjects that really intimidated me. It was so nice to have the teacher's manual. It is very well laid out. It gives you so much information. It holds your hand the whole way, which I really appreciate. And one thing I like about their teacher's manuals, and like I talked about yesterday, they did change the way it's laid out, at least in the World Studies book. But every other BJU Press curriculum teacher's manual I've ever had at the beginning has the assignments laid out in this form, where you have a couple pages towards the beginning of the book that tell you every single day what your child is doing, what you're doing, what pages and all that. It's a little different with the World Studies, which I don't know that I love, but it's okay, it's not a huge deal. But you basically have, each page, you have exactly what your student is looking at in their book right here. You know what your objectives are, you have questions to ask, you have answers to the questions, and I think that makes it really nice, especially if you're not necessarily reading what your child is reading, you're still able to have questions to ask them and answers to the questions. So as somebody who is not doing every single subject and every single lesson with my child, especially at her age, it's nice to be able to still have conversations with her about what she read, but I did not actually have to sit down and necessarily do the reading. So that's really nice. And that's one of the reasons why the teacher's manuals are so helpful. And I am able to see what she's looking at. So, if she's at her desk and she's got her book open and I'm at my desk, I'm not running back and forth. I can literally, ask her to read and I can see what she's seeing and what she's reading. So that's really nice. One thing that I noticed about this curriculum that I really appreciate is it's not just teaching the Bible and Christianity. It is also weaving in apologetics, which I think is really important. I did a whole video about that actually, about what apologetics is and why it's important and why you should be teaching it in a way to younger students and then gradually increasing the intensity of that as they get older and are more able to understand. And if you don't know, apologetics is basically the study of why you believe what you believe and how to present that information to other people who maybe they have questions. Maybe they're already Christians, but they don't know certain things. Or maybe they're not Christians and you want to have answers for them about why we believe what we believe. And, information to back those beliefs up. Not just taking everything on faith, which is important, but having also information to back that up as well. And that is woven in this curriculum, which I really appreciate. So that's the teacher's manual. Anyway, and then they're going to have their textbook. And I'm going to go through the table of contents really quick. So first of all, talking about what a worldview is and how the Bible should shape our worldview. So that's the first section. Then you have Who is God and why should you care about who he is? Who you are and the study of the fall of man and all of that. How you should spend your time and using your life to glorify God and to witness to others. How you should relate to others. How you should fit into society. How do I relate to people with other worldviews, which I think is really important because we're not always going to agree with everybody. And it's important to understand how we can be gracious to people and still believe what we believe and represent God the way we think we should represent God, but also understanding what other people believe, how we can defend our faith, and things like that. So that's basically, in a nutshell, the entire curriculum. It's not a very large textbook, as you can see right here, but there's a lot of information packed in it. In the back, you have your glossary of terms, which is pretty much in every book I've ever seen. You also have scripture memory, that if you're going to be asking your child to do that, it's broken up by unit. I just think this is a really great, thorough curriculum. I think it's really important, and like I said, I definitely would consider it a Bible, but also an apologetics curriculum of sorts. So if you're interested in that, I think you would really like this curriculum. I will link it for you guys, and I think you would really enjoy it. I'll also link my homeschooling playlist. There's over 200 videos in that playlist, all about different curriculum videos and flip-throughs and curriculum choices and reviews, and all those things are in that playlist. So I will link that for you all. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video. I'll be doing a flip-through of the ACE or ACE Science, I believe it's grade 9. And I've done an ACE Science curriculum flip through before, and I just don't feel like people talk about this curriculum very much, and we really enjoy it. It's a Christian-based science curriculum, and I really like it. We really like it. This will be, I think, our 3rd year of using it, so I'll be doing that tomorrow. And then Friday, I have a very unique reading comprehension curriculum to share with you guys, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.